would do is I would ask more or less, not rapid fire, but like a quick series of things here. I saw a little video that I thought was very true about things where you can tell if you've been Germanized.
Ooh.
And the things were named, and he didn't get me for all of them, but he got me for way more than I thought that he would. So I would round it out with this, and then we'll give you the chance to promote your new music. So here's maybe, I'm gonna try and remember this off the top of my head, but
you didn't write it down.
I think I got it though.
Okay,
I think I got it. You can tell you've been Germanized if you tell strangers on the street either Guten or Mahlzeit. Have you ever done that?
Nah, that's also not, Mahlzeit's not as common in the north.
True, but any equivalent of that at all? Have you seen anybody eating anything and they maybe smile, maybe they're nice, and you go like, Guten?
Nah.
Okay, that one's fine. I don't do that much either. I think I've done that one time. You have a new and important relationship, or strong relationship with Sprudelwasser.
Oh man, I can't live without it.
Were you a big fan before?
No.
Right?
I've been Germanized with that,
yeah. See, they got me there too, because I thought, well, I don't love it, but I have no problems with it at all anymore. If it's the only thing that's there, I won't complain at all.
So you used to dislike it before?
I used to think it was, in America, it's considered very weird unless it's like a fancier place. It's like, ooh, bubble water. Ooh.
Yeah.
But here it's like, yeah, here's your water. And it's only bubble water.
Yeah. Sometimes water literally means water with bubbles.
Yeah.
In many places, you'd rather have to ask if you want water from the tap or just water without gas.
Yeah, actually, that's crazy. One of the first things I learned in German as well. Mit oder ohne.
Yeah.
Right.
That's like, someone was like, you got to learn mit oder ohne. And I was like, why? And she said, the water. Come on, man.
Give me some friggin' water.
Yeah.
You have you also have a relationship with house shoes.
Yeah, actually, that's a newfound. Yeah, I'm there.
That happened to me
shoes.
Only in the last year. Now I wear them every day.
I also call them house shoes instead of slippers, which is what
right
really
house
called
shoe
in English. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I call them house shoes, which is German, like translating it back from house shoe. Should be slippers. Yeah.
And finally, off the top of your head, every square meter of your apartment, like how many square meters you have in your apartment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know how many square meters I have. Yeah.
I would never have known that at home. Like, oh, my house
Nobody
is
knows
so many square feet, whatever. But here, I know exactly to the dot how many square meters I have. I'm glad I remembered them all.
That's a great question, because that's the same. Nobody ever knows that, and I can now look at a room and kind of estimate how many square meters it is.
And the thing is, your brain goes like, your brain actually asks the question like, I wonder how many square meters this place is.
Yes, absolutely.
I never did that before.
It's also automatically one of the first things you ask someone when you see their flat for the first time, like, how many square meters and what do you pay for it?
How many square meters and what do you pay for rent? Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
I got asked that by a taxi driver the other day.
Wow.
Okay, that's weird. Don't come up with a new stalker there.
Yeah.
I didn't give him my address, so I'm learning.
Where did he take you then? Where did he did you take you? No. Drop me off around the corner.
Good question, Watson.
Yeah, where did he take you? Can't lie to us.
I was wondering if one of those questions was going to be, have you ever told a cyclist to get off the footpath or a pedestrian to get out of the bike lane?
Oh man.
That's like a hectic German thing, which I do now all the time.
I'll tell you a little story.
As well.
I'll tell you a little story. I have, so I told you I had this radio show, and I did this episode where I made fun of these German behaviors. And I did a segment where, and it was pretty intense, but it goes to show how cool my boss is there. But so I did a segment where I said how much I hate this cyclist culture in Munich, and they all wear these the spandex shirts that look like they're sponsored by like water and oil companies and stuff. And they have like the slick, aerodynamic helmets and the clicky, snappy shoes. And the problem is not that they do that. That's annoying, but it's not a problem. The problem for me is that they do this in the car lane and they ride side by side and they go like 20 kilometers an hour in a car lane in the city when the cars can go, 80 or whatever, more, 50, whatever. And that always annoys me that they just do that because they think they're important. They don't just take the bike lane. So as boring as I've just made that sound, I did a joke. On the segment where I was like, because I talked about getting my license and I was like, when I see you pretentious cyclists taking up space in the road like you own it, it just makes me want to get my license faster so that I can run you over. Which
Ouch.
Should have gotten that kind of reaction, just like, oh, damn. But instead, I got this pretty brutal email from someone who had been listening to it, and they were like, you're promoting murderous violence in Germany, and they wrote the station to try and get me fired, and they said...
That's also super German to have that email coming in.
Dude, and they were like, maybe you can do this from the province you're from, but not in Germany.
Oh my God.
And I called my boss about it, and he was like, you want to push some buttons. If they can't take it, that's their problem.
Cool. That's a cool boss.
It's a very cool boss. I was very grateful for that. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But the cyclists, that's, for me, like you said, a whole other episode no one would listen to would be the bureaucracy thing. For me, it'd be my complaints about the cyclists.
Yeah.